Hello, everybody. My name is Dean Davis, and this is Multiply, the podcast that provides a word of encouragement for village church planters. The last time I spoke with you, I asked you a question. I asked, what do you think is the most needed resource for church multiplication? Buildings, money, prayer, or people? Clearly, all four kinds of resources are important, but are they all essential for church planting? And even if they are all essential resources, which of the four, buildings, money, prayer, or people, is most important? I suppose there's no final definitive answer for this question that works in every church planting situation at all times. But I would argue that in general, people are the resource your church planting ministry needs more than any other. But to think of people as resources can be somewhat dangerous. People are made in the image of God. All people are worthy of honor, dignity, and respect. So if we think of people as mere resources, we may fall to the temptation of treating them merely as instruments and tools to achieve our goals. That would be a sinful mistake. But there is a way to humbly think of people as resources who achieve God given goals for the church to make disciples of all nations. This humble way of thinking begins by valuing each person for the precious treasure that he or she is. God has given you many people who worship in your churches. How much do you know about them? How well do you know their stories? What motivates each one? What gifts, skills, and talents do they bring to your churches? How are their gifts being developed and put to work to advance the cause of Christ? We are stewards. That is, we are managers of the resources God gives us. It is our responsibility to manage those resources well. One responsibility of a manager is to make sure his resources are productive and growing, not declining or left unused. You can develop your church's human resources three ways: by vision casting, by training and coaching, and by mobilization of spiritual gifts. These three ways to develop human resources go hand in hand. You know about vision casting to help people see God's plan and God's methods to achieve His goals. You know how to paint a word picture of what God has in mind and activate faith. And you know about training and coaching to impart new understanding and to help people develop new skills for ministry. Mobilization of spiritual gifts builds on vision casting, training, and coaching. Mobilization of spiritual gifts is always asking two questions. What spiritual gifts has God given to the people I have trained? And two, how can these gifts be used to achieve the God given goals of multiplying disciples, cell groups, and churches? Leaders who want to multiply ask themselves these questions constantly. As God provides answers through observation, prayer, and reflection, leaders become good stewards of the human resources God has entrusted to them. In this way, they are able to empower workers to serve the church according to their gifts. The result is greater gospel impact and much praise to the Lord. This has been Multiply, and I'm Dean Davis asking, who will you share this encouraging word with today?